How can sugar actually hurt your soil health? Because it can. Now, it probably sound crazy. You might be thinking, oh, that's impossible. Sugar is carbon, microbes eat carbon, so it should be great, right? Or, hey, we need to feed the microbes in the soil, and if we feed them, then we'll get nutrient release, and that's great. That's what we need, isn't it? Or, no, I heard an agronomist say this is the way to go. All right, let's dive in and explain why this happens. When we feed sugar to our plants and then in turn to our soil, we are ramping up, we are hyping up soil microbes. Kind of like if we just give a bowl of Skittles or whatever to kids, we're just hyping them up for short bursts of energy. But then what happens? They crash. Same with microbes. We're hyping them up for a short period of time and then they crash. Here's what happens when we do that. We hype them up and then they don't just eat the sugar, they eat WEOC. What's that? If organic matter is the total carbon in your soil, WEOC, water extractable organic carbon, that is the available carbon in your soil. So we apply sugar, we ramp up the microbes, they eat the sugar and that's why they're hyper, but now they're gonna deplete WEOC a little bit, and it won't be a net gain. Lowest WEOC I'd ever heard of, and yes, this is an anecdote, so I guess take it as such, but the lowest WEOC I'd ever even heard of wasn't excessive nitrogen, excessive manure, beans on beans, recreational tillage, any of that. It was on an avid sugar user. Food sources matter. It's not as simple as just any carbon source is the same. Hey, another one. A lot of guys are told that humic is a food source. It's not. It's beneficial, but not because it's a food source. So carbon matters, but there's nuances to understand if we want to really manage around it for not just a short-term gain, but a long-term gain too. Hope this helps. Probably sounds crazy. If you have questions, hit me up. Happy to chat.